All right, we are Detroit Lions fans, but this channel is dedicated to teams that just don't get the love nationally like they should. And we've been all over the Texans for about 2 years now. And now finally, Texans and Lions are about to play. So let me know in the comments if you've been with us for a couple of years. You know that we've been big supporters of the Texans, love what they're doing. We kind of talk a lot about them because they really mirror the Lions and how they're building this thing. And so it's really fun to see. And now they happen to play each other. So in this video, we're talking about how kind of get a double dose of bad news. And it's not all doom and gloom in this video, but it's something to take note of, especially just from an outsider's perspective, looking at the Texans, but also you happen to be playing the Lions, know a lot about the Lions, of course. So first thing is this, trade deadline's here. There's still some time, maybe at the time of this video, maybe they do something, but you've got some needs. You're halfway through the season. And before I go into the negative, you're halfway through the season. You're first in the AFC South. You're 6-3. Like, you're all good. But it does feel like we've got some issues. Left guard being one of them. Just kind of the offensive line in general. It's like, I'd love if we were just dominant on the offensive line, but the Texans just haven't been. And so that's the cause of concern. So it's like, yes, we're 6-3, but if you're really watching, it just feels like we could get knocked out in the playoffs, or it feels like we might not win the division because our offensive line has just let us down. So first bit of bad news is really haven't made a move to shore up the offensive line. It feels like you've got a lot of potential in this team for a, like, not I don't want to. I hate when people are just like a Super Bowl run. It's like, no, but we do feel like we can put ourselves in a position where we can win the division, home playoff game, win a couple playoff games. Like, I really feel that, and then you're in the AFC Championship game, and there you go, right? So let's take advantage of this time. It doesn't feel like the Texans are addressing that. The other spot is wide receiver. It's like, that'd be just kind of nice, just with the injuries, and feels like we haven't been as explosive. Would like a wide receiver. Haven't been able to do that one either. Need a safety, need a corner, need some secondary help too, right? So I think what I'm saying is halfway through the season, some of the bad news is like we have some holes that maybe we knew about, but we also didn't know about. And we're really finding out whether it's injuries or us not playing as well, or we didn't have the depth that we thought. So that's the first thing. No real moves have been made, and there's some real holes. The second bit of bad news for the Texans is you're playing a Lions team. I've heard it said, and I think this is so true. It's not who you play, but it's when you play them. You happen to be playing a Lions team that's as hot as you could possibly be. And again, I'm trying not to be a homer, but just giving you perspective from this Lions team of who you're facing and what's going to happen. And there's a lot of stats out there because they've been so dominant. There's a lot of stats. The one that sticks out is in this last 5 games, they have more touchdowns scored than incomplete passes. That's kind of what we're talking about. So what it means is you're just playing a super confident team at the wrong time. Or excuse me, a really good team at the wrong time. Confidence as high as it can be. You get Jared Goff indoors. A lot's been made about the indoors, outdoors. It's just the fact is, if you got a really talented team with really high-end playmakers, you want to be inside. You know, it's like, why not? So they've proven they can win outside. They did it last week, but they're indoors, and the stats are insane. Amon-Ra St. Brown has caught 30 straight passes from Jared Goff. So he's been targeted 30 times and caught 30 balls. You'd think he'd drop one. One would be at his feet. It's both quarterback and wide receiver. He's incredible. Goff's seeing him. You'd think he would just throw one away near him and be like, well, he's kind of targeting him. It's going to have to go incomplete towards Goff. You know, so again, this is not a Lions video. I'm not trying to hype them up any more than they being hyped up, because it's like, it's deserving. They really are playing well. But my point is, if you're a Texans team and let's look at it here again, 6-3, I'll take that all day. But the problem is you just lose a weird one to New York, to the Jets, and now you've got the Lions. Then you go to Dallas, who knows what they are. I don't think they're good, but that one's always just going to be Texas. The whole thing is just always going to be tough. So And by the way, we don't talk about the Cowboys on this channel ever, never, never. So there's the Lions. You got Dallas, and then here's the stretch, right? This Tennessee, Jacksonville, Miami stretch where those feel like must wins. Kansas City, Baltimore is going to be tough, and then close it out with Tennessee. So it's not all doom and gloom. I mean, it's the NFL. If I would say one good thing about playing the Lions is that I just don't. At some point, they've got to just be like normal good. Like, oh wait, they're putting that was good. That was a good. They have been at a level that I've seen different things about the Peyton Manning when he went to the Broncos and some prime Tom Brady stuff. Like that's really what we're talking about here. So again, that's just not who the Lions are. Maybe they are, right? It's been 5 weeks now. Maybe they just keep doing this. And it's like they got to come down a little bit. So I think it's at Houston. It's Sunday night. I think there could be an opportunity. They've been playing such a high level for a letdown. It'd be a huge win, and just that's what's so great about football. You win this game, your entire season changes. So there's an opportunity in front of you when everybody in the world's talking about the Lions. There's an opportunity for the Texans. So other things I think are really interesting. If you look here at another need that you have would be running back. Just be nice. Just gotta be nice. But I think if I'm a Texans fan, I just got to remember a couple things. Number one, we're first in the division. Number two, the division is generally softer, and we don't have to again, it's the National Football League. It's division games. It's never easy. Never. But it's generally a manageable division. That's a positive. You got to win your division, and you're golden. So it's doesn't even matter your record. If you won the division at 10-7, that's fine. You don't need to be 14-3. Just win the division. That's what your focus is, and those division games are the big games. These are big games, of course. I mean, this is why you want to win, so that you can be Texans, Lions, Sunday night, big game. Love everything about it. But I just think as a Texans fan, coming from a Lions fan, it's don't remember, we were bad, both of us, not that long ago. So we're playing big games together. This is huge. This is fun. This is entertaining. This is what it's all about. So love to see that the Lions and the Texans are going at it. And again, we'll be talking more about this just because, like I said, we're Lions fans. We've been talking about the Texans for a long time on this channel and really enjoy it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I think the Texans have some holes, but in the grand scheme of things, they're fine. That's the biggest thing. They're fine, and they're probably going to win the division. That's all you can ask for. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.